Please don't do the focal lock shit. I don't have a button. Don't have a button to lock it on this one. Right then. Hello everybody and welcome back to Team Prawn Racing. So, I'm going to chat. No idea if this is going to happen, but yeah, I'm going to chat about Thunder Saloons. Why we did Thunders. Was it the right move for us? Was it right for the car? So, how did we end up here? We did road sports for 2 years. We ran this in a detuned state. It was great fun, the racing was close. Awesome bunch of people in the paddock. Loved it, but it wasn't the car that I built. It wasn't the car that I developed over 10 years, track day, learned to drive. It was like a detuned, pulled back version. Even though the racing was great, it just wasn't my car. Thunders was the one that just drew my interest, made me excited. Looking at the cars on the grid, the V8 supercars, all the Escorts, the Sierra Cosworths, all the mad stuff, ex-touring cars. It was just so cool. So we didn't do it at first. I thought it would be out of our league. I thought we'd turn up and we'd get absolutely swamped. Like, what on earth are you doing here? So we did a couple of years of road sports. And Thunders just kept calling to me. Classic Touring Car Racing Club. I've been to a couple of meetings. Seriously cool stuff everywhere you look. So we gave it a go. We got the car back to Badger 5. We got the Ignitron ECU on. We turned the wick up. And we turned up to Silverstone. Absolutely no idea what was going to happen. Went to the pub the night before, Silverstone Premier Inn. And we bumped into a bunch of people. Andy Wilson, Malc Harding, all of their guys that crew with them. We got chatting to them. They're like, "Oh, do you think you'd quit?" And I was like, "Not really. Got no idea. Just want to see how it goes." They kind of asked what sort of lap time we'd do. Took a guess at it. Turned out we did way better than I thought. Qualified 4th, first ever round. Amazing. And it's almost like it endeared us to the club and the people immediately. They're like, "Oh, you're not messing around." Just wasn't the plan. So we qualified 4th. We destroyed the clutch, and it was like, "Oh crap, not the start we wanted." You know, we've shown some pace, and then boom, car's gone already. Another one of those. Turns out really unreliable. What a load of crap. Not what we wanted to be. But then we knuckled down. The team got stuck in, and we fixed the thing. We got out for race 1, and you know what? It broke again. So we fixed it again. We got out for race 2, and it was like this dream fairy tale. We didn't finish a single race, but we rocked up. We qualified 4th, and it was like, shit. This is where we want to be. Everyone was so friendly. Everyone was offering us tools, help, advice. Other people got stuck in from other crews and stuff. Just instantly, in that one first weekend, didn't even finish a race, and we just knew this is where we want to be. Love the people, love the atmosphere, love the cars, love the calendar, the tracks. Unbelievable calendar this year. And everyone was just so friendly, so welcoming. So the car as well. The car felt like the car that I built. Turn the wick up. It just comes alive. It's on the slicks. It's got the power. It comes alive. It feels like what I developed, what I wanted it to do. And I just love that. It just makes it exciting, makes it fun to drive, makes you want to keep going. So I'm not sure how I'm going to fit this in, but I'm going to throw in a little random montage of things that happened through the year. Silverstone qualified 4th, turn 1, bang. Gearbox is gone. Massive effort. Fix it, start the next race from the back of the grid. Made our way up through the grid before, engine mount failed, had to drop out, DNF. It was epic though, couple little highlights.
Oh shit, lads. Right. Team discussion. Shall we go to the pub?
No.
Right, where do I start?
See see Nick Vaughan the Prawn as he's known, in his Audi A3 is back out. His clutch exploded at the start of yesterday's race. He was frantically trying to source a replacement. He's done so, and he's on the grid. Great to see Nick Vaughan out there. Somebody clearly answered his appeal for a clutch overnight for that car.
Brand, super quick, big slide. Everyone knows about the big slide. Yeah, absolutely terrifying. What was next? Alton. Alton was awesome. Last corner, race one. On for a quickest lap. Fell off. Ah!
Here's the Audi of Nick Vaughan home in fourth.
Yeah, that was certainly what you call a moment. Moving on. Thruxton, pole position. First ever pole position. No, it wasn't first ever pole position. We got pole at a wet Donington in December 2020 in road sports. First overall pole position in Thunders. Seriously good day. One of my favourite days racing ever. Home track, family all around, pole position. First, second place as well. Loved it.
Boys were holding out at P1 on the pit board, but who knows? Well, that's the end. Where am I?
127 first.
Really?
You fucking smashed them by a second and a half.
That was a bit of a surprise. Pole by a second and a half, and we still had traffic on that lap, so there was more to come.
Nick Vaughan, his first ever pole position in the Audi A3 as the pack heads into the chicane. Now up to Nick Vaughan and Jason Davies to set the pace up towards the line. The power about to be unleashed. This is going to be loud as they cross the start line. Here we go. It'll be Nick Vaughan home in second in the Audi. The Audi across the line, flashes his light, second place for Nick Vaughan. Well done, Vaughan the Prawn.
How was the race, Oliver?
Very good.
Brands GP, what a place. Phil Seaman said to me in the pits, he said, if you don't duck the first time you come round under the bridge, there's something wrong with you. And I'm going round the lap and I'm going, I haven't even seen a bridge, Phil. What's that? Ah! Yeah, bridge was scary, Phil. You were right. What was after that? What was after Brands? Oh, Snetterton. Snetterton, first cold race of the year. Cold slicks, damp, drying track. That was scary. We're going to need to work something out for that next year. Something on the back end to try and get tyre temperatures up a bit quicker.
Jesus, that was hard work. Very, very difficult with tyre temperatures. Very difficult.
Donington, Paul's engine, still in the car now because I haven't touched it for 2 weeks. Thank you, mate. Honestly, we wouldn't have wrapped up the year without you. Thank you so much. But that was really cool. 360 spin, lap one, carried on going. Kind of opened my eyes mid-spin. Not that I shut them, I hope, anyway. And saw Abby Eaton in the Holden Commodore staring at me. Oh, please don't hit me. She didn't, carried on. Got back up to 11th, 12th, something like that. Lowest finish of the year, or one of them, but one of the best races with Mike Manning. Epic.
Last race of the year, happy hunting ground for us, Donington Park. It's raining, it's chucking it down, it's night time. But we're here! Who'd have thought a month ago that this would be out racing again?
Side by side between Nick Vaughan and Mike Manning over the line. England v Wales. Who got the verdict there? By 1/10 of a second, it's Mike Manning.
We finished! We finished!
You get the gist. They're all every meeting has had something different. That's something that is awesome. A large part of it for me as well was the events. A lot of the races we've been to previously, it felt like the only people there were crews for other teams and family and friends of them. Whereas on the calendar we've been on this year, they feel like events, they feel like big deals. People come to watch. You get crowds, you get people in the stands. It's just got this whole events atmosphere to it. People want to be there, people are excited to see it. You can tell I'm excited just talking about it now. I mean, where else are you going to find Aussie V8 supercars, 70s, 80s, 60s, Fords, classics, MGs, everything you can possibly imagine racing with Honda Civics, an A3, silhouette, hot rod type things, just the most bizarre, mind-blowing mix of cars, all doing similar lap time, totally different ways to get there, totally different people. You got young guys, you got old guys, you got everyone in between, and it's just, I'm rambling, but it's just amazing. I could not be happier with our choice to join the Classic Touring Car Racing Club. So I would say this year we've had some incredible luck. Now luck, what's luck mean? It's not, luck doesn't necessarily mean good. We've had some bad luck. Silverstone, gearboxes, Brands Hatch, limp mode, Snetterton, there. Yeah, we've had some bad luck, but we've had some good luck as well. We've lucked into 1 or 2 places and we've got quite a few of them on merit. So on balance, what a year. What a year. So we came into it not knowing if it was going to suit us, not knowing if we were going to get completely swamped. And what's really interesting is right from day one we were welcomed by everyone in the pits, whether they knew us or not. Everyone was friendly, everyone was welcoming. And what I've found in the past, if you do well in something, people kind of, they go cold to you a little bit. They're like, you must be cheating. This Honda's, there's no rules essentially. You can't cheat. So if you're doing well, you deserve it. You know, you can't cheat. And the attitude of the other competitors was great. It wasn't like, oh, I don't like him, you know. It was kind of like, well done, Nick, you're doing great. It just makes you want to come back. It makes you, the minute you leave a venue, you're looking forward to the next one. You're looking forward to seeing the people again, as well as the tracks and the racing and the whole atmosphere, the paddock. We went to Thruxton, brought my family along, Oliver, my wife, mum and dad, everyone came along. It was sunny, the boys were playing out in the greenery because it's a nice place. And Sonia from the club came over with hats for all the little lads. They're like, oh, I thought you might want a hat for your head, it's in the sun. So they already had hats, she knew that. She wanted to come and give them something, wanted them to feel part of it. And it's that family-friendly atmosphere that just kind of, I've not felt it before, I've not felt it elsewhere. I'm humming a lot because I have not planned this video at all. Don't get me wrong, I wanted to make a video, I wanted it to be about the club, Classic Touring Car Racing Club. I haven't planned what I'm going to say, hence it's a bit there. But it was that sort of thing that just endears you to it, and you know what? It's a perfect fit for us. It's everyone, the whole crew have loved this year. It's a perfect fit for the car. The car's a bit different in Thunders. It's classic Thunder Saloons. But you know what? S-Reg, 1998. This is 24 years old now. It's ridiculous. It's ancient. Still goes all right there, doesn't it? So a couple of people through the year have had a bit of bad luck. A couple of the big names in the series. You've got Andy Wilson, Andy Robinson in the 2 V8 supercars. Not been out as much as you'd hope. So yeah, we've not really had a chance to have a proper tear up with them. Really looking forward to that next year. Lads, get the car sorted, get them back out. And thanks for all the encouragement. Honestly, turned up, wrong wheel drive, turbo, shitbox, let's be honest, that's what it is. People have been so friendly. People have been so friendly, it's just unbelievable. You guys have also made the season. The number of comments, replies, engagement we've had on all the videos, the number of people that have come along to the races, come to see us, just like hung around for a whole day, just chatting, just watching what we do. It's been amazing. The crew, lads, you know who you are, but you've changed every single round. We've had a different bunch of people going. When we came to Alton, the Pinders came down to help. Down at Thruxton, we have more of the local guys down here coming to help. We've had like a core, me, Jared and Luke, who have been here all year. And then everyone else kind of rotated around us and done a couple of events each. And it's just been awesome. Everyone's got to know everyone around the paddock, and it feels like a family. It really does. We haven't won a race this year outright, but we came into it looking for one podium, one overall podium, and we've had 4 overall podiums, and I think we've had 12 class podiums, which is amazing. I'm not going to sum it up with how we've got on over the year because this is not an end of year review video. If I do that, I'll put some trophies in the background and talk about every race and where we finished and how it went. This is a video, if you're sat at home this winter, if you're building something really cool that's before 2011 and it's front wheel drive and you want to come racing, where are you going to go? It's Thunders. It's just got to be. It's awesome. Look at it. The grids are really cool. Next year's calendar is it's mind-blowing. You've got every GP track in the land. You've got Silverstone GP, Donny GP, I don't know what the other GP tracks are, Brands GP, you've got Croft, you've got Castle Combe, we've got Snetterton. I think that's it. Yes, we go because we go to Brands twice. Next year's calendar is even better than this year's calendar, and this year's was quite something. I'm kind of rambling now, you can tell. I like the topic. This is a bit of an off-the-cuff video. It's not quite been a one take. Sorry, Ilya. I've not got your level of ability to just chat shit endlessly yet, but I'll get there, promise. Before I wrap this up, one final shout out has to be to these guys. Badger 5, Parts Garage, Kershaw Roofing. Without these guys, we absolutely would not be on the grid this year. So, yeah, thank you so much. Like I say, this is not a year review video. I'm not going to go into a bit about these guys, but you know who you are. Thank you. Another mention to Mark, Gas and Gears. Without Mark at the start of the season, I don't know where we'd be. Hope you're recovering, mate. And I think that's it from me for tonight. So I'm going to wrap this one up. Tune in next week where we will be doing something. I don't know what, but I'll find something to talk to you about. There's a lot of exciting stuff coming up. A lot of what you see now is going to be different next year. So yeah, and a lot of what goes under here is going to be different as well. How? You're going to have to come back and find out, but don't miss it. Right, have fun, like, share, subscribe. Make sure you check out the Classic Touring Car Racing Club. Come and see us next year in Thunders. That'll do. Good night, guys.